People of the world, yo, 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 welcome to the show. Thursday night football. Hit me with your questions. Tell me what you're thinking about tonight's game. Who are you going to start? Who are you going to sit? Who are you rolling with in this Thursday night matchup? Tell me what you're thinking. I wanted to also say buy low on these players heading into week two before week two kicks off, and it kicks off tonight. You could trade for some of these guys, I think, heading into the weekend, especially if they haven't played. But you definitely want to buy low on this assortment of guys. Tell me who do you have in tonight's game? Who's winning tonight's game? Tell me that first and foremost. Tell me who you have winning the game. Uh, Odell or no? I'm not rolling with Odell unless you just don't have a better option. Cleveland Browns, the Bengals by 14. The Browns, Bengals, because of Mixon's going to go off. Browns, what's up, Umberger? What's up, Sid? Should I give my first rounder and fifth rounder for Hopkins? I would. I'd take Hopkins in a heartbeat. Joe Burrow, Galladay and Hunt for Barkley. Absolutely, dude. Do that in a heartbeat. Chubb tonight. I don't know how I feel about Chubb. It's Chubb and Hunt versus Mixon. It's going to be a good running back battle potentially. My take on this game is it's either going to be a blowout, and I believe the running back of that team will do well. And I don't know that we're going to see a whole ton from either passing game. I think the Browns have probably a better chance of being the team that has a really good ground attack and gets the win. If Chubb goes off, sell high. I don't have a good feeling about consistency as it pertains to Chubb and his value moving forward because the Browns, this is an opportunity for the Browns to win this game, or even if the Browns don't win the game, this is finally a game where Chubb can do well, and it's a good matchup, and people are going to get this false sense of, okay, Chubb's back, we're good. But are we going to be good? Are we really good? If Chubb goes off tonight, are we really good? I don't feel confident that Chubb's going to be consistent if the Browns can't move the chains against better teams than the Bengals. No offense to my Bengals people. Super chat. Thank you very much, JP. Baker will give lead to the Bengals and Bengals to victory. Yes, I mean the Bengals. Okay, JP thinks the Bengals are going to win. Thank you for the super chat, JP. I really appreciate it. Smitty, let's hear you talk about Dobbins. By the way, played Slayton in my flex this week. Fire, says Sand Beach. Atta baby, Sand. Smitty, urgent trade question. Mixon, Connor, and Diggs for Taylor, Boyd, and Montgomery. Mixon, Connor, Diggs, Taylor, Boyd, Montgomery. I mean, here's the thing. I think Taylor will be better than Mixon. I think eventually he will take over. I hope it's this week. I mean, Hines is going to have a role. What's up, Ball's Life? But I don't know that you're getting enough selling high off Mixon. You might want to wait and see what he does. If Mixon has a great game, you're going to be able to get more. If Mixon has a bad game, you may not even be able to do that trade. It's tough. That's a tough spot to be in. If anybody has a take on that, drop it below. What's up, Michael? Yo, Smitty, do I start Odell? Depends on your options, but I'm not feeling great about Odell. But if your options aren't amazing, then you got to roll him out there one more week. You can't give up on him entirely after 1 week if you drafted him. But I myself am not super excited about Odell moving forward. Mixon better do good tonight. Josh says, you got to sell him high. You shouldn't have drafted him, Josh. I told you not to draft him. Hey, Smitty, if A.J. Brown doesn't play this week, Traquan Smith, startable, MT hurt, maybe. I'd like to know if you have better options. I mean, when people give me just two options, or, hey, is Smith good? I don't know what other options you might have, man. Start Mark Ingram or Hunt. I'd probably go Hunt, but damn, Thursday night games blow. Historically, they blow. Historically, when we start a guy because he's playing Thursday night and we want to see him on the field and we want to have a stake in the game, it backfires 80% of the time. In Dynasty, who would you like more, Kelly or McLaurin? McLaurin. I like Kelly, but McLaurin. Trade Derrick Henry for Jonathan Taylor and DJ Moore. Um, if you can't win with Henry and you need to make a move, that's not a horrible move to make. But you are buying high on two guys that came out of. I mean, Taylor's going to increase, but he's not at the level of Henry yet. So you're buying him assuming he will be, and DJ Moore's your consolation of that gap difference. And I'm okay with that. It's not bad. If Chubb goes off, who should I target in a trade? That will depend largely on who does well in week 2 and who doesn't, because you might be able to buy low. I wouldn't go attacking a guy on the high. I'd go buy low, so I'd use Chubb's big game to go get you a potential guy that's disappointed that you know is going to do well. Hit that like button, people, says Sand. That's right. You got 52 in here, only 9 thumbs up. Roll call. Roll call now. Trade away Kamara for JT and Chark. God, I like that idea. I feel like that's what you do with like a Henry, a Mixon, a player at that level. Kamara's a tad bit more valuable, makes it a little tougher. But if you need to do something to win, I think Chark could be a low end wide receiver 1 pretty easily. And I think that JT could rival Kamara. I think I'd take Kamara over JT. Don't twist that up, anybody who's listening. But I would bet that Jonathan Taylor could rival Kamara. So in the end, you're doing well, but can you get more? Does Kamara command more? I believe he does. Will Kamara get a boatload more work and more efficiency, more production with Mike Thomas out? Or will defenses key on him and slow him down? We don't know. It could go either way. No one knows if Mike Thomas being out is going to be good or bad. It could go literally either way. Players to trade offer for Mike Thomas, name game Smitty. Okay, Alex. Mike Thomas. I get rid of A-Rob for Mike Thomas if I can weather the storm. The thing that people have to understand, and I love when people say no to that. Like, hey, are you crazy? A-Rob's gonna play all 16 games or all 15 more, Smitty. Mike Thomas could be out 4 weeks, 3 weeks, 5, who knows? We don't even know. But here's what you got to consider. Who's your alternative? You're not starting 0 players in your lineup ever. So when you make a trade, Mike Thomas for A-Rob, you're not putting in nobody for those 4 or 5 weeks. You have to ask yourself, who am I putting in? If it's a Darius Slayton, and you assume that Mike Thomas is out 4 games, Darius Slayton for 3 or 4 starts plus Mike Thomas is going to probably crush Allen Robinson on the year. Therefore, I will do this perceived to be bad move in taking Mike Thomas, who I can't play now, but I'm comfortable with my replacement added to the games that Mike Thomas will give me. It's all about those 15 starts. You've already had 1 week. It's all about 15 starts from 1 starting slot. Slayton and Mike Thomas crush Allen Robinson. Therefore, I would trade Allen Robinson. If you don't have anybody to plug in, it makes it a harder trade to do. It kind of depends on all that. I'm saying I would trade A-Rob straight up for Mike Thomas. Yeah, I would. Running back wise, I think you're looking in the Montgomery range for sure. Melvin Gordon, probably, depending on your backup. Mike Thomas, even missing 2 or 3 games, commands to be drafted at, like, think about it this way. If you're drafting today, moving forward, are you really going to wait till the 4th round, 5th round to draft Mike Thomas? No. Mike Thomas is going to go probably in the 2nd round, even if it's the late 2nd round. People are not going to let Mike Thomas fall to the 3rd and 4th round. People will wait on him. And you got to have that mentality of, who am I putting in while we're waiting for Mike Thomas to come back? Mike Thomas would be a 2nd round pick. So why are we not valuing Mike Thomas as a 2nd round pick with the missed games? Why is everybody treating him like, if you give up a 3rd or 4th round equivalent type player, you're giving up too much? Not me. Cam Akers, not a big fan. Look what they did. They pumped him up. Cam Akers looks great. He's getting run with the first team. Malcolm Brown. Like, is anybody understanding that you can never trust what the Rams tell you about their running back situation? And I stay clear of it because you don't know what the hell is going to happen. You just stay clear of it. Smitty, pick 2, Mike Williams, Tyler Boyd, Deontay Johnson. I go with probably Boyd and Deontay, but that's close. I got Fuller, Odell, Anderson, A-Rob, McLaurin, pick 3. Leave Odell out. Or no, it's, let's see, A-Rob, McLaurin, Fuller. A-Rob, McLaurin, Fuller. They're safer. I mean, if Odell goes off tonight, I apologize, but how the hell are we to know what he's going to do? We don't. And you have better options, safer options that could still go off too, you know? Gaskin, he's okay. Umberger with a super chat. Devontae Adams, wide receiver 1 overall, end of season percentage. Odds of him being number 1, I would say, are easily in the high. I don't know if I'm going to be able to give you a exact percentage on that. That's pretty tough on Burger. I would say that the odds of him being the number 1 wide receiver are higher than anybody else's, probably because he started off so big and he's already top 5. So I'd say he is the best. I could answer it that way. He has the best chance of being the wide receiver 1 from this point moving forward. Now, could somebody else change that? Yeah. Could Tyreek Hill go crazy in week 2? Yeah, he could. Flex PPR, Hurt Landry. Hurt? You mean start Landry? Start Landry tonight or Robbie Anderson? I'd probably go Robbie, man. Landry's banged up. We don't even know what we're getting with Landry. They said he'd be on like potentially a snap count, and he wasn't, but that doesn't make me feel any better that we don't know what the hell they're going to do with him. Smitty, for the A.J. Brown question, I also have Joshua Kelly and Alexander Madison on my bench PPR and Trey Quincy. Okay, so, I mean, Kelly might be a decent play in place of A.J. Brown if he doesn't go, but we need to find out more. Smitty, what do you think of this trade? Lamar, Jamal Williams, Corey Davis for Hunt, Ridley, and Tyrod Taylor. I was going to say Jonathan Taylor. Woo, boy. Lamar for Hunt. No, you don't trade Lamar Jackson for Hunt and Ridley. I don't. No. Take a lap. Cobra. But, or no, not Cobra. Who is it? Smitty, do I think? That was Leo. I'm sorry, Cobra. Leo, take a lap, but out of love, bro. I gave up Christian McCaffrey, Pittman, Tate for Miles Sanders, Ridley, and Lamb. I like the McCaffrey side, so maybe Cobra, you do take a lap anyway. It's not horrible, but you're banking on Sanders. I'm not. So we're coming at it from a different angle. Thank you for the thumbs up. Please hit the thumbs up. 77 people in the room, and only 27 people have punched the thumbs up and taken a roll. Wipe your feet at the front door. Smitty, I got a trade for you. You were offered Kamara and Cam for Eckler and Crowder and A-Rod. Kamara and Cam, bro. No, I'm not. I mean, I'm not getting rid of. I like A-Rod a lot. Crowder, I could care less. I highly doubt that I'm starting Crowder, even if I picked him up this week in leagues. Cam and Kamara are just safer. I mean, I like A-Rod and Eckler. I think that could end up potentially outscore the Kamara and Cam, but Kamara and Cam is solid, bro. Newton or Wentz, I go Newton, bro. I don't trust Wentz at all. It's always hurt. No, I get Kamara and Cam. I like that then. Eckler and Dobbins for Clyde. I take Clyde in a heartbeat, bro. Like, take a lap. Take a lap, Celos, but know that I'm proud of you for making that move as you run your lap. Something you shouldn't have even needed to ask, but I don't care because I'm proud of you. Run your lap, young man. That's a great trade. Smitty, J.K. Dobbins over Devin Singletary. Give me J.K. all day. What is Melvin Gordon's trade value? Probably 5th round, kind of like where it was last month. You know, there's been so many injuries that even if he's dropped a little bit, he really hasn't because so many people have gotten hurt. Should I trade Keenan Allen? I have D. Adams and Landry and Roddy. Should I trade Keenan Allen? I wouldn't, unless you. I mean, I'd trade anybody, bro. It's a very vague, Jose. I probably would go after like a Jonathan Taylor, a Mostert, potentially Hunt, guys like that. I mean, of course, I'd make that trade out. I'm gonna scroll to the bottom. If I didn't get to your question, please ask it again. Trade Connor and Hines for JT in a heartbeat. Like, take your lap, Jerry, for asking me that question. But again, I'm proud of you if you pull that off. So it's tough love, bro. Tough love. Mostert and Hunt. I love both those running backs. Thank you, Jose. Hollywood, Deontay Johnson, and Paris Campbell, PPR flex. Hollywood, take a lap for asking out of love. I'm respecting, and I got like a hair on my hat. This is like my painting one. Got like paint all over it from the stuff I've been doing with the studio. Who should I start at flex? Chark, Hollywood, Gallup. I think you gotta go. I love Chark and Hollywood. You gotta make a trade. You gotta make a trade. You have no business putting Hollywood or Chark on your bench. Make a trade. What's up, Goat? Start Kareem Hunt over Golladay. If Galladay's starting, no. Galladay's a top 25 overall player if he's starting. If you're not too sure, like if we're heading into tonight and you have questions about Golladay, and I have to look at the news right now on Golladay. What's it saying right now? Somebody pull up Golladay news and read it right now. What's the most recent? Is there anything brand new on Golladay? I'd like to know that before I answer that question. Because Hunt would be a safe, play. But who are your other options? Can you wait on Golladay? Galladay's going to be out again. That sucks. Then you got to tell me who your other options are, because I would look at Golladay. I'd have to see more on Golladay because I don't know that he's for sure out. And if you have a better option than Hunt or an equal option, then you just wait on Golladay and put in that other option. If you don't have a better option, then you got to roll Hunt. I don't really know your exact situation. Traded Edelman. 2 questions too long, guys. You got especially when I'm on mobile, it's got to be quick. These paragraphs I can't, because then I'm going to get too far behind. So sorry, Jake. Jake, ask a quicker, smaller question. Just sent A-Rod for MT. Hope he accepts A-Rod for MT. Yeah, definitely. Trade Paris Campbell for Boyd. That could go either way, but probably Boyd, bro. DK or Ridley. I'm going. Oh man, probably Ridley safer, but it's so hard for me to tell you this to bench DK. You got to make a trade. Kareem Hunt, Dobbins, or Monty at flex. I'm going to go J.K. Dobbins, I believe. Pick 2, Crowder, Boyd, Ayuk, Judy, White, Chenault. I'm going to go with Boyd and Judy. I think it's a tough one. David Johnson or Taylor. You probably start Taylor or David Johnson this week, Noah. But I'd get rid of David Johnson before kickoff for Sunday, so you can put Taylor in your lineup and beef up another position. Yeah, make that trade, man. A.J. Brown injured. Yes, A.J. Brown, I guess, is banged up, but I don't know that he's out. Like, I don't think that the vibe is that he's not going to play yet. MVS worth a flex. Mike Thomas injured. MVS depends on your other options, Umberger. He's okay. He's not like an amazing play, but he's okay. I traded Breeze and Snell for Ertz. Depends on your quarterback situation, but that could work out. Edelman for Akers. I would definitely take the Akers side, even though I don't like Akers. Then I would trade him. I would turn Akers into something else, even if I had to wait a week, because Malcolm Brown's not playing, most likely not starting like even half of a year. Smitty, Kareem Hunt, or JK this week? I'd probably say Kareem Hunt, barely. No. JK, no. Let's go to the people. JK or Kareem Hunt? Answer below. We're going to go with the people. Consensus vote on this one. We're doing groupthink. Pick one, please. Chark, Hollywood, or T.Y. Hilton. Thanks. Chark, Hollywood, T.Y. Hilton. Chark and T.Y. Chark and Hollywood both got to be in your lineup. Make a trade. But if I had to pick, I guess Chark by a little bit. I don't even like it. I'm not saying bench anybody. I can't say bench Hollywood Brown. I can't. You can't get me to do it. You can't force me to do it. Hunt, JK. CEH or Saquon. I'd probably rather have both, bro. Both, Alex. They're like dead even to me. I love both, man. You no. I'm not. Don't put me in that position. Quan's gonna be fine. Clyde's in a better situation. Quan is the best running back in the league. that puts them on even playing field. And my goal for you is to own both, bro. You can't. Clyde's gonna be so good. Barkley's probably a tad safer. Please hit the thumbs up on the way in, please. 83 of you watching, only 39 of you have punched that thumbs up. It helps YouTube know to send the content as we're live out to other people. When you don't hit the thumbs up, it doesn't help your boy Smitty. So if you're in here and you like the show, if you're in here and I help you, if you're in here and you feel like, you know what, I've got Smitty's back no matter what, I need you to punch the thumbs up every time you come into my show because it helps me that much. And I'm asking you. Smitty, Jarvis Landry, or Cortland Sutton. I don't even know if Sutton's healthy, and I don't even know that I want to play Landry. Find another option, but Landry's probably a tad safer. Unless Sutton's a go. If Sutton's a go right now, and the news says that, I've been out eating, so I haven't been on the news the last hour. Y'all haven't been here at all. Nick says Taylor or Mixon full PPR. Don't be biased against Mixon. I mean, right now, Mixon's safer. I'm not biased, bro. I'll bring the thunder. I'll bring the honest thunder to you. Right now, Mixon's safer, but Jonathan Taylor will be better than him on the year, I predict. So you need to trade Mixon before the game, because if he flops, you're not getting crap for him. People are going to be so scared of him tonight. If he busts tonight against the Browns, your trade prospects are done. Over. No one's coming knocking on your trade door looking for Mixon. Is Mixon there? No. Can Mixon come out and play? No one's going to be doing that if he busts tonight. He will be your biggest disappointment. Your stepchild that you don't like. Can Mixon come out and play? Smitty, pick 2. Odell, DK, Hollywood, Cup. DK and Hollywood. DK and Hollywood for me. I know that's crazy. People love Cup. No, thank you. Not with those options. I love Hollywood. I make a trade. Trade Cup. Get rid of that dilemma each week. T Gray, Smitty, should I trade Brown? I assume you mean Hollywood Brown, Chark, and Fournette for Chubb. Probably not. I don't know. I guess that makes sense if you need a running back and you're loaded at wide receiver. If that's Hollywood Brown, if it's AJ Brown, I lean more no. Smitty, who do I trade? DK and Monty. Smitty, should I trade DK and Monty? Depends on what you can get, bro. I don't trade DK. Why trade DK away? Smitty, trying to get Hollywood. Go get Hollywood. Should I trade Juju for Mike Thomas? Probably not, because I think Juju could be a top 10 wide receiver. If you could get something back, maybe if it was like you got Hines back, somebody you could start each week until Mike Thomas returns, then it would make more sense. Terry or AJ Green? Terry, take a lap. Woo! But congratulations, Woo. I'm proud of you for drafting who? You drafted, bro. I couldn't keep the rhyming going, Woo. But take a lap for asking, but I'm proud of you for owning Terry. Good job, bro fist. You the man. I'd start Green, to be honest, says Claudio. Well, you know what? That's why we play the game, and I'm not mad at you. Ertz or Goddard, you got to go Ertz. You can't. Keep CeeDee Lamb or Ruggs. Need to drop one Smitty. Keep Lamb. What's good? Butler, Gibson, or Hunt? Gibson for now, but Hunt could be on his way, bro. Get ready for it. Defensive stream, Washington, Rams, Chiefs, or Saints. Probably the Chiefs, man. I feel like they just have a lot of upside, no matter who they're playing. Clyde or Saquon, we've already talked about that. That is like a toss-up, and you're asking me to pick children. What child is your favorite? I don't do that on the show. You would be good gym teacher. I would be. I was a coach for a while. I coached track. I coached basketball. I've been a good coach. And I would give tough love, taking laps. Everybody would get positive motivation from me. I taught track. I was on the field, running across the field. Go, 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 go! Arms, arms, arms! Use your arms! Screaming from the top of my lungs. Take a lap. I make people take laps during the event. If they're not doing what I want, the form's not right, I'll make them drop and give me 20, take a lap in their lap. Pat Mahomes or Josh Allen versus Miami. Look, I don't want to take a lap. You have to take a lap. Point break. You don't ever come into my show and ask me if I should bench Pat Mahomes. Ever, ever, ever. Don't ever do that again. Josh Allen could outscore anybody on any given Sunday, but you're not benching Pat Mahomes. The odds tell you you never, ever, ever bench Patty Mahomes. If Pat Mahomes is hurt, you play him. If he's on a bye, you play him. If he retires, you play him. You don't know that he won't come back and play. You don't bench Pat Mahomes. Ever. Ever. Smitty, who's behind you? No one, bro. Who's behind you? What's up, Kango? Are you all or something else? Why? What's going on, Nick? I have been offered JK for Slayton. Should I accept it? Take JK. I love Slate, but take JK. Flex JT. I have Snell, Monty, Judy, Gibson, JT. I'm benching Mahomes for Haskins. Claudio, take a lap. Kango, thumbs up. Miller or Monty flex. Good luck. Probably Miller at this point, but good luck because that you need to find another option. Jonu or Goddard. That's a really good one. I'd probably go Goddard right now, but I don't know, man. You know what? I could talk myself into either. Jonu looks pretty good. Goddard looks good, but is not the starter by name yet. Fuller for Taylor would be fantastic tone. Hit the thumbs up. Since my speech where I said, hey, there are 100 of you watching right now, and I can't tell you from the bottom of my heart how much I love to be here doing this with you. But you can help me tremendously if every one of you, just very simple, hit the thumbs up on your way in. Every time I'm live, it helps my channel more than you can imagine. It helps my channel as much as I'm trying to help all of you. So hit the thumbs up if you could. It makes me very, very happy. And it tells YouTube that this is the shit and that people need to know about it. Landry or John Brown? I'm going John Brown, baby. I'm going with the forgotten man. I'm never taking a QB early again. Good, Noah. Leave Mahomes for me. Leave Lamar for me. If you took a QB early, you took Mahomes or Lamar. There's no other QB early approach. Maybe Kyler. And every one of those three individuals has blown up. So, Noah, what in the hell are you talking about? I'll never take a QB early. Like you're walking into week 2 with all three of the big early QBs dropping crap biscuits on the floor before you head into week 2. Who dropped a crap biscuit? Noah? Was it Kyler? No. Was it Lamar? No. Was it Mahomes? No. He had probably the worst game he's going to have, and Lamar still did well. Smitty, half the QBs scored more than Lamar and Mahomes last week. Noah. Thoughts on Deontay Johnson? I like him. Take 50 laps, Noah, says Nick. A-Rob and Kareem Hunt for Michael Thomas. A-Rob and I don't know. I wouldn't give up both. You don't need to. But I would definitely give up either one for Mike Thomas. I would. I'd wait on Mike. Good thing I drafted Allen in the 10th. Attaboy. Noah is on crack, says Jenkins. Noah's good, people. I yell at Noah a lot, but it's because he's older. He can't hear. So I yell at him a lot. JZZ, take a lap. Should I start Dak over Breeze? Dak over Breeze, I could argue either side, man. Hines, Singletary, Hines. Easy call for me. Should I offer Cohen for Swift? I'd take Swift. I'd take the gamble in the future. I don't need Cohen now. If you need Cohen now, you're in trouble. So grab the guy that could potentially be really good later. Brandon, take a lap, says Kevin. Trade Lockett, Swift, and Judy for Akers and Keenan. I feel like that trade just makes everybody worse. I don't know what to tell you on that one, man. Some of these trades, I know there's probably a side to take, but I can't just be concrete on everything, guys. And sometimes you're gonna hear me say, I don't know. I don't know what the hell to do in that situation. It's like, give me a $5 bill, I'll give you 4 ones, then I'll give you $2 in quarters, and you give me $1 in dimes. And by the end of it, it's like, dude, I don't know who did better on that. You did better on one side. You didn't do better as good on the other. It's probably even, and you both just kicked yourselves in the nuts for nothing. Like, why even do that? If you're gonna get kicked in the nuts, dude, go after a Mike Thomas. Get kicked in the nuts real hard in week 2, and then dominate in week 6 through 12. I don't understand the double nut kicking that you guys do in some of these trades. It is only week 1. Ryan is the 8th. Ryan in the 8th is better than Lamar in the. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Pick 3, Smitty. Henry, Mixon, Carson, Taylor. Henry. Probably Henry, Mixon, Carson this week, and Taylor is going to eventually be here. You'll say that every week, Kango says. Should I trade Gallup for Mike Evans? Oh my. Michael, take a big, fast lap and then hit the button. Or hit the button and get Mike Evans, then take your lap, for asking. But yes, congratulations on that one. That's fantastic. Melvin Gordon or Odell. Give me Melvin. Noah says, Smitty, should I stay on live or go to class? Noah, you go to class at 85 years old? Go to class, Noah. Stay in school. What are you studying, Noah? Noah's going to be an attorney. Chris Carson for Kelsey, because Noah argues about everything. I take Kelsey. You can't guess them all correct, Noah, says Kango. Should I trade Jacobs for Taylor and A-Rob? I take Jacobs, man. Take Jonathan Jacobs, Jingleheimer, Schmidt. Every single time is Jonathan Taylor top 10. I think he is top 10 material in the making. 106 of you in. Please punch the thumbs up. I'm in a keeper league. I got to keep Lamar Jackson in the 12th and Mark Andrews in the 14th round. Nice job, man. If you can go to Vegas and bet big, Kango says. I don't know what you're referring to. AJ Brown, better play this week. Kango, and I'm not saying that I thought you were referring that to me. I've already read the question, and so I've got to comment to it. And I don't know what you're referring to. Doesn't mean you did anything wrong. Doesn't mean you shouldn't be asking questions. It just means I read something that was in a side conversation, and it should have kept going. My bad. Smitty, Deontay Harris, sleeper, mark my words, says Elgin. Fantasy football trade question, which side, please? Amari and Fournette or Michael Thomas? Amari and Fournette for Michael Thomas and AP. Michael Thomas AP by a mile. I don't know why I didn't even think about that. I wish people in my league would make some of these trades with me. People getting great deals here. I love when people tell me, I could never get that in a trade. I could never get that in a trade. There are some leagues where people don't trade, period. Yeah, that is true. But other times I ask people that tell me that, how many offers did you send out last night? I sent one to Bob and I sent one to Billy Boy. And then I'm like, okay, and where are the other 25 offers that I usually send out nightly? Now, I play in so many leagues right now. Sharma, be careful not to post too many times in a row like that, because you'll get flagged by the actual app, not me, not by my mods. So just be careful. Billy Boy. Yeah, Billy Boy doesn't trade for. Okay, so we got Bob from accounting. Bob from accounting doesn't know what he's doing. Okay, Billy Boy. I still have my cough. I don't think I have COVID though. Billy Boy is the guy that won't trade for anything. That's that annoying dude in your league. He won't trade you the cuff that he sniped from you. He won't trade you the number 1 overall, or he won't trade you the number 5 overall player for the number 1 overall player, even if you offered him to him, because Billy Boy doesn't trade for shit. Billy Boy is the most annoying person in your league. I can't stand Billy Boys. They are the most annoying league mates ever. And there's always one or two of them in your league. They don't trade for anything. You could offer them the world and they won't trade. How long is MT supposed to be out? We don't really know yet. It could be between 2 and 5 weeks. Billy Boys suck. Smitty needs wide receivers in the screw up league. Thanks, Noah. Go to class, Noah. Smitty, what's your degree going to be in, Noah? Do you believe in Drake? Drake is still a top 10 running back. I believe he could be. I don't have very many doubts that are new at all. Like my only concerns with Drake are staying healthy, and that's about it. You know, I think he's going to do well. He thrived in that game. Yeah, Edmonds got some run, but they leaned on Drake when the game was on the line, and Drake got the clinching first down run. Was excited, amped up. They love him. He was ultra productive last year. They proved that they'll lean on him. I'm not worried about Drake production wise. Is there a little bit of risk? Yeah, that's why when it came down to Drake and Jacobs, it was like Jacobs is the safest running back in the 6 to 10 range. Period. There's no one safer than Jacobs in the 6 to 10 range. There was no one, not one running back was as safe as him. Drake had a tad more upside, but he had a lot more risk. Eckler had a tad more risk and probably a little bit more upside, but maybe even to Jacobs. He probably had like another spot or two potential upside. But Hunt and Drake for Cook. Yes, take Cook. Try and back him up, though. Is Mixon a top 10 back? No. I get rid of Mixon the moment he looks good, and it might be tonight. Go look at Dry to Ocean real quick. I can't, bro. I don't even know where to look. There are so many questions here. So you're going to have to repost it if you don't mind. What 2 wide receivers should I start? Did I miss a super chat? Or is that what you're saying? You never sit Mahomes, Xavier. Listen to Doobie. Streaming defenses, who should I start? Eagles versus the football team. Versus Chargers versus... Oh, I was like, those aren't the matchups. You're just asking me which team. Dude, I don't know with those matchups. Maybe just the Chargers. I don't know. I'd have to really look at all the defensive matchups to give you a really good indication of who I think you should grab this week. David Johnson about to run all over the Ravens. Yeah, Noah. Sure. What 2 wide receivers should I start? McLaurin, Chark, Moore, Gallup, Deontay. I start McLaurin and Chark if it's me, and I try and sell DJ Moore to get out of that situation. What's up, Tez? Hit the thumbs up on your way in. Punch that thumbs up and comment when this video goes publishes on YouTube on my channel. It'll have 0 comments. The live chat will be accessible, but it'll have 0 comments, which means comment, hit the thumbs up, and then I'm going to most likely reply to you. Especially the first couple days, I get to almost every question. It's getting crazy now, but I try my best to get to every question, and that creates engagement for my channel. So it's a good win-win for both of us. But I really would appreciate if all 95 to 105 that bounce in and out hit that thumbs. Oh, we got 88, 89. Thank you. I asked, would you trade MT, John Brown, Malcolm Brown, and Dobbins for Derrick Henry and Robert Woods? So MT, John Brown, Malcolm Brown, and Dobbins. Yes, in a redraft, absolutely. In a dynasty, dynasty would be tougher, but in a redraft, yeah, I would do that. I would take Henry and Woods in a heartbeat. Thoughts on Chubb tonight? I think he could have a good game. Mixon could have a good game. There's a chance only one of them does, because I believe that one of these teams could potentially be blown out. It could be the Browns that come back and have this like revived game, and everybody gets excited about them, and they start talking a little confident going into week 3, and then we realize it was because of the matchup. And I would sell Nick Chubb as high as you could. Don't sell him low. Ride the wave. If you can't get rid of Nick Chubb on the high, you have to ride the wave. Don't get crazy. But for me personally, I would get out of that, step laterally into a safer player, or a player that has a risk that I like more, that I'm more accepting of that risk. An example would be Mixon for Jonathan Taylor and Chark. Mixon for Jonathan Taylor and McLaurin. Maybe you can pull that off before the game tonight. but I would get rid of Mixon at Jonathan Taylor plus a really good wide receiver, and I would do it before week 2 if possible. Smitty, Fuller, or Slayton. I'm going to go Slayton. That's me, though. Well, no, I go Fuller for now, but I think eventually Slayton will be the call. A.J. Brown is out. Is he officially out, or is Noah lying? Because I'm live. I can't check the news right now. Is someone confirmed that Noah isn't fibbing here? Noah's no. It's hard to trust Noah on a live right now. Noah, you made that bed for yourself because you've been throwing a bunch of shade at the news reporting angle of this show, man. And I don't know what to believe anymore, Noah. Already starting Clyde and Taylor at running backs. Nice, man. Chark, Moore, Woods, Gallup start 2. Chark and Woods, I think. A.J. Brown didn't practice today, but does that mean he's out? Does anybody see that he's out? Because Noah's saying he's out. Bone bruise, highly questionable. You know what I love is Evans was doubtful and got upgraded to questionable. You don't see that very often. That was great, a great surprise in week 1. Should I be worried about having Godwin and Evans? I wouldn't. It's 1 week. Is A.J. Brown going to play? We're talking about that. We're not sure. Probably very questionable at this point. You think Godwin will play? If so, should I start him? If he's playing, yeah. He's playing, yeah. And Noah, your cred. A.J. Brown could be our week 2 and beyond, no cap. I don't know what that even means. Could be out week 2 and beyond, no cap. But you said he's out, Noah. So your credibility as a news reporter on the show just took another dive. Ravens or Patriots D? I'd probably go Ravens D. I'm feeling it. Smitty, Carson or Mostert, can trade one. Need a wide receiver. Who should I target? Trade Carson, keep Mostert, and try and grab an Evans, man. Mike Evans. Try and grab a Godwin. Try and grab a guy of that caliber. A.J. Brown is doubtful, but he's not out. No fake news in here. Noah, I won't be shy to put you in timeout, honestly, if you're going to report fake news. So don't report fake news on a live, Noah. You're going to get people scared about it. So if A.J. Brown is actually not out multiple games, don't put that. You will scare people. And someone might pop into this live and go trade him away. So no fake news. You get put in timeout for that. Swift, rest of season redraft. I trade for him. Paris Campbell, David Johnson, or Slayton. I'm going to go with David Johnson, bro. Like, I doubt him, and I don't even consider not playing him. But I sell him high. I sell him real high. Smitty, Bell for Montgomery. Yeah, you got to trade Bell for Montgomery at this point. Jacobs for Taylor and A-Rob. I'd probably take Jacobs, man. I probably do. If you have good enough depth to do that. I mean, that's a lot to give up, but I mean, we don't even know what A-Rob's going to be right now. And Taylor, you don't know for sure when he'll blow up. Malcolm Brown over Singletary. I'm not kidding. Report just said AJ could be out multiple weeks, but you're saying he was out. I apologize if I already spoke about it, but Mixon, I sell high. I sell high on Mixon. Would you rather have Jonathan Taylor or Eckler? I'd probably rather have. This is hard. This hurts to say. I believe Taylor will be more valuable, but I don't know when. It may not be in week 2. And I'm not trying to tell people to sell Eckler cheap or anything like that. And I'm buying Eckler low where I can, but I do feel like JT's going to be really good. So, and he's behind a great offensive line. AJ Brown's week to week, right? That's what we're telling Noah not to drop fake news. I seriously will put people in timeout if they report fake news as if it's concrete. I'm just letting you know because that's a bad thing for the show. So, Drop John Brown, James Crowder for J.K. Dobbins. Yeah, J.K. Dobbins, man. Noah says, I give up on A.J. You're giving up on him after 1 week, though, bro. Like, that's crazy. My team is terrible. I drafted Fournette and Bell. Oh, sorry, man. You should have been here. We would have told you to stay away from both. Just heard the news about A.J. I might cry, says Jake. This is the report, ESPN. Adam Schefter reports A.J. Brown could be out beyond the Titans' Week 2 matchup against Jacksonville. J.K. Dobbins is available in your league. Get him now. I love J.K. Yep. Well, let's wait and see. Bone bruise in the knee. Let's wait and see before anybody overreacts. But Noah, you were saying he was for sure out, and he wasn't ruled out yet. That's all I'm saying. And you've come in here before with fake news, so it's hard to know what if you're talking the truth. If you had not done that before, it would have been easier to trust you that it was potentially going to lean that way. I have AJ in all my leagues. Well, you do need to lay off and not do that, because if a guy tears his ACL or something, bro, all your leagues are done. Corey Davis, I mean, at the right price, like, free, put him on your roster, sure. Week 1, you had Saquon, Eckler, Mixon, and Ingram. Should I pick up Corey Davis? It depends on who you're dropping, but Corey Davis is an okay grab. I'm not sure I'm starting him in any league. I feel like I have better options on my bench than Corey, but Corey's okay. Trade Kyler Murray and Drake for Saquon. Kyler Murray, depends on your quarterback. I can't really answer that without knowing your quarterback question. Goff, Minshew, Baker this week. I'm going to go with Minshew myself. Should I start DJ Moore, Corey Davis, or Scotty Miller? I go DJ Moore. Don't give him that. I caution people from drafting DJ Moore too high, but don't give up on DJ Moore. That's like giving up on DJ Moore. Could you see Kareem Hunt getting some volume tonight? Yeah, I could see him getting a lot of targets, bro. Should I trade Jacobs, Marquise Brown, Hollywood Brown for Barkley? Jacobs and Hollywood for Barkley? Yeah, I probably would. I don't even have 2 wide receivers right now, A.J. Brown and Mike Thomas. You got hit hard, man. That's really bad luck. Should I drop Devontae Parker for Fournette? That's close. That's close, man. If A.J. is week to week, then obviously he's out this week. A.J. a bust, question mark. We're going to see a ton of A.J. Brown doubt right now, but I'll buy him. Like, here's the thing, guys. You can't predict injury, in a lot of cases. You can prevent it with very injury-prone players that have already proven to be very injury-prone. But with a guy that has no injury history, or in the case of Mike Thomas, in the case of A.J. Brown, you can't predict it. And if you're going to have knee-jerk reactions and cut guys or call them a bust, like, listen to what is coming out of your mouth when you say, and no offense, Umberger, you're my boy, but listen to it for a second. Like, AJ Brown a bust? Question mark. Like, how are we even getting there? He got hurt, and he's coming back. Like, he's not a bust. He got hurt, and he could be a top 10 wide receiver upon his return. So we don't know whether he's going to bust. We don't know anything, but we do know that we've got to move on. We've got to back people up. But A.J. Brown, we can't call him a bust yet, Umberger. You got to give him more chance than that. You don't have to take a lap. Umberger, you are immune from ever taking a lap on this show. You almost should take a lap, Umberger, for saying that you need to take a lap. But even that is not acceptable. Umberger's immune from lap taking. But I'm just saying, like, if I sound frustrated by the A.J. Brown doubt that everybody casts so quickly, it's because I see these questions like, Eckler bust, Evans a bust, should I be worried about Godwin and Evans on the same team? Like, this is 1 week that's gone by, people. 1 week. 1 week. And Tom Brady threw 3 TDs. And Evans had 1 TD and 80 yards in PI work. that would have amounted to 80 total yards added on to what he had. He would have had about 90 yards and a touchdown. Evans would have did fine. A.J. Brown was wide open for a 70 to 80 yard uncontested touchdown catch that Tannehill didn't see. Like, how much of a different story would we be talking about with A.J. Brown had Tannehill looked to his right and saw A.J. Brown with his arm up running down the field on an uncontested touchdown catch? We'd be talking about an entirely different situation. Now, it didn't happen. Woulda, shoulda, coulda. Cry me a river. Now he's hurt. But talking about him being a bust already is crazy talk. Like, disappointed? Yeah, I'm a little disappointed. I'm disappointed Mike Thomas has a high ankle sprain, but we got to adapt. We got to adjust. We didn't, the show must go on. What do I think about Mixon tonight? That question I've been asked about 100,000 times. And the answer to that, kind sir, I don't know how to say your name. I apologize. I think he could do really well, and then I sell high. If he doesn't do well, he's going to be a tough running back to trade. Kango, start A.J. Brown this week. Smitty, how bad is he hurt? He's likely not going to play this week. There's talk about him potentially being out multiple weeks, according to ESPN Adam Schefter. We don't know, though. He hasn't been officially ruled out. Remember that Evans was ruled doubtful and then came back questionable and then played. But it looks as though A.J. Brown is probably out week 2, and there's a chance he's out longer, but it's a very, very early report. Doesn't mean he's a bust. Doesn't mean he can't come back. He could be out. Look at Mike Thomas. Is Mike Thomas a bust? Can Mike Thomas not deliver elite production upon his return? A.J. Brown is out, and we got to move on. But guess what, Kango? We've got our Hollywood Browns. We've got our McLaurins. We've got our players of that talent level to step up and be good. Kyler Murray, Drake for Saquon. I'd probably take Saquon if you've got a great quarterback to back him up. Start Hurst, Ingram, or Hawk. Go with TJ, the Hawkness monster, bro. At least I have Hollywood Brown and Terry to hold down for A.J. Brown. That's right, Noah. And that's what's going to carry you. And in a small way, at least you don't have a dilemma anymore because Hollywood Brown and Terry McLaurin can both light it up. Do you start Chubb? Depends on your options, but I like Chubb this week, and then I sell high. Paris or Hunt? I go Hunt. A-Rob or A.J. Brown? A.J. Brown's not probably playing Point Break, so A-Rob. Start Hines or Hunt? PPR, Hines is safer. Hunt's got more upside. Smitty, start Hunt, David Johnson, or Fournette. You got to start David Johnson, but look to trade him high. 101 thumbs up. 117 people watching. I appreciate you all. Please punch the thumbs up on the way out the door. I hope I helped you with a lot of your start bench questions, especially as it relates to tonight. I will see you all later. I may go live during the game. I may go live after the game. I'm not sure. I'm most likely going to go live tonight. Do start bench advice, trade talk, news show. Probably make it into a news show. A week 2 news show where we go over all the news. Might go over all the matchups, give you my predictions of each game. I don't know. We'll mix it up. We'll have a lot of fun. We'll do some, obviously super chatting questions, all that good stuff tonight. Smitty1.com. Make sure you subscribe if you're watching and you haven't. Make sure you turn on notifications if you're subscribed but you haven't, because you will be notified when I'm live. You don't want to miss a show. I appreciate all of you. Thank you, Umberger. Thank you, everybody that super chatted. Is Dr. Raj butthurt his 49ers lost to your Cardinals? He was a good sport about it, and I was a good sport back. I didn't rub it in or anything, but Dr. Raj was definitely disappointed. Galladay for MT. Oh, man, if Galladay's out this week or leaning out, it might not be the worst trade in the world because they're both not playing. Galladay, Mike Thomas, A.J. Brown, Lev Bell. Not that Lev Bell's the biggest name in there, but there are a ton of injuries, man. And we knew this was going to happen. The year of the COVID's going to take. If you think we're not going to have more injuries than this, we're going to make this look like nothing. This is going to be nothing. It's going to get way worse before it gets better. And 2020 is going to be riddled with injuries. Just prepare for it. Do your best to back up your guys. Adjust and adapt. adjust and adapt, adjust and adapt. I will see you later. Thank you, Rico, for the super chat. I don't see a question in there, but thank you for the super chat. Lack of preseason led to injuries, lack of nutrition, lack of oversight with working out and staying fit, all that stuff. Working out, being in shape, going through the motions, no off season, nutrition, all of that. You know, Boyd tonight or Malcolm Brown, Marvin Jones, Paris Campbell. Probably Malcolm Brown, bro. Ride the hot hand for right now. Must not anger Smitty. I'm not angry at you. If I yell at you, it's tough love, and I'm never mad at any of you. Even Noah. I'm even not mad at Noah. Noah, get to class, though. Bro, you're late. All right. Subscribe, follow, hit the like button. Later. Comment when this video ends. Comment. I see 89 of you in here right now. I better see 89 comments once I hit this button and the video goes to my main page, because it'll have no comments, and I need the comments. I need the engagement, and you get a response from me. Take a lap.